My dear students in شروق المعرفة, today I'm going to talk about a grammar lesson, Traveler 4, Unit 3. The grammar lesson today is about modal verbs, plus have, plus past participle. Modal verbs. As you know, modal verbs, can is a modal verb. Could, shall, should, will, blah blah blah. Why we call them modal verbs? As we said before, modal verbs must be followed by a verb. It can't come alone. So what the form of the verb after modal verbs? The form of the verb after modal verbs is infinitive. So modal verb plus have. Have is an infinitive of verb to have. What comes after have? Past participle. What is past participle? The third form of the verb. So in English we have three forms of the verb. Past participle is the third form of the verb. The verbs in English are regular and irregular. If the verb is regular, verbs end in D or ED or IED. For example, if the verb end in E, for example, save, saved, saved. Play, played, played. Study, studied, studied. If the verb end in Y, before the Y, D. D is a consonant, so we drop Y and add IED. This is the rule for past participle for regular verbs. But the irregular verbs, you will find it in your student book on page 81. Modal verbs, you must check the modal verbs on your student book at the end of the book on page 81. Okay, for example, go, went, gone. Now we move to the examples about modal verbs plus have plus past participle. Number one, perhaps something happened, but we aren't sure. If you aren't sure, if you are sure, if you are sure, if you aren't sure, Ali didn't come yesterday. So look at the picture. Why Ali didn't come yesterday? He may or might have been ill. We aren't sure that he is ill. Okay? Number two, unfulfilled possibility in the past. Look at this picture. This is a picture of a window, broken window. He could have broken the window, but he didn't. So he didn't break the window. Number three, regret and criticism. You should ought to have studied hard. So look at this picture. He is studying, okay? But you should or ought to have studied. It means he didn't study hard. Number four, a positive deduction about the past. Positive deduction, it means you are sure. Look at this picture. He is happy. He must have passed his exams. Why he is happy? Because he must have passed his exam. Number five, a negative deduction about the past. Look at this picture. What do you say, my dear students? He is sad. Look, he is sad. He can't have passed his exams. So if you look at the picture, you will know why he is sad. This is negative deduction. Number six, absence of necessity in the past. If it isn't necessary in the past, you needn't have bought any magazines. You needn't have bought, it means we have a lot of magazines, so you needn't have bought any magazines. Now we move to brackets on page 46. All my students, open your book on page 46. We have a brackets about modal verbs on page 26. Read the dialogues below and circle the correct answer. So try to read, try to understand. Hi Sad, what's wrong? My mobile isn't working. I lent it to my brother. He must have broken, should have broken it. So we choose must have broken. Why we choose must have broken? Why must have broken is the correct answer? Because it's positive deduction. Sad is sure. Sad is sure that his brother must have broken his mobile. Let me have a look. Why is it wet? Why is it wet? Oh no! He must have used or should have used it in the rain. So he is sure, so we chose must have used. This is positive deduction also. He shouldn't have done, can't have done that. The correct answer is shouldn't have done. Why he regret about what he did. Sad, I'm so annoyed that's the last time I lent him anything. It's a state of the art mobile phone. It costs a lot of money. He's going to have to buy a new one. Wait a minute. Look, it's working. We just need to try off the battery. If you want my opinion, you couldn't have lent or shouldn't have lent it to him in the first place. The correct answer is shouldn't. So if you want to give an opinion about the past, use shouldn't have lent. So the correct answer is shouldn't have lent. It's his opinion. This always happens when he borrows your things. Remember what happened in your laptop? Yeah, I remember. I had to call a technician. He should have destroyed, could have destroyed it completely. You know, it is possibility here, so it was possible, so we chose the correct answer, could have destroyed it. Thank you for paying attention. Thank you for listening. Don't forget to follow us on LMS or on your YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. Hoping you enjoy my lesson today. Goodbye, my dear students.